Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the replacement video with the rest of the old videos that I recorded some years ago. For some reason, I'm missing number 2, which is talking about the positions. The way I normally teach a new Muslim about the positions of the prayer, make it very easy for them to learn and remember. This is one of the areas that many people had a lot of problems with, even when they're reading in the book, even having a paper that they go along with. Find it very difficult. So I came up with this system to make it very easy. And I usually have them, as you should, repeat after me. Repeat after me. I even like to take the finger as physical motions help to make it solidified in the mind. Excuse me. So repeat after me. Say standing, bowing, return to standing. Repeat again. Standing, bowing, return to standing. One more time. Standing, bowing, return to standing. Okay? Now you say it. Okay? Standing, bowing, return to standing. Following that is prostration, sitting back. Second prostration, sitting back. Say again after me. Prostration, sitting back. Second prostration, sitting back. We're going to do that one more time before we do the whole thing. Say prostration, sitting back. Second prostration, sitting back. I'll say again. From the beginning, after me, and then I'll let you say it yourself. Then we'll actually show the physical motions, but I first want you to get to say it and recognize. And I'll give some explanation as to why I did the way I do. Again, so say after me. Standing, bowing, return to standing. Prostration, sitting back. Second prostration, sitting back. Again. Standing, bowing, return to standing. Prostration, sitting back. Second prostration, sitting back. Now you say from the beginning. Okay, good. Now, those 7 movements equals 1 cycle. The Arabic word for that cycle is Raka'at. Raka'at. 7 movements make 1 cycle. Now I'll explain to you because sometimes some people they make 6, but I teach it this way for a particular reason, which will become clear a little bit later on. So, each prayer has a combination of 2, 3, or 4 raka'ats. I teach that simple by saying, even though nowadays you guys don't memorize too many phone numbers, in my day you used to have to memorize a phone number. Memorize these numbers as if you were going to memorize a phone number. Say again after me. 2, 4, 4, 3, 4. You say. Again. 2, 4, 4, 3, 4. Repeat. Oh, excuse me. This is natural. This is live. Well, video. I don't know how to edit, so I can't take those things out. Maybe one day one of you guys will teach me how to do that. 24434. Okay? The first prayer in the morning has 2 cycles, 2 raka'ats. The second prayer in the early afternoon has 4. The next prayer also has 4. The next prayer has 3. And the last prayer has 4. That's the 5 daily prayers. I already told you the 7 movements constitutes 1 cycle, 1 raka'at. So, a person, you, new Muslim, going to begin to pray. You're going to start from the standing position, facing the direction of prayer. Hands down to your side. Place the hands in the front. Before you start, you're praying by yourself. Place them in front by your knees, straight down your arms. Then raise them up, right about here, so that your palms is just about even with your shoulder, a little bit higher. You want something to put on here all the way by the ears. Either way is okay. One of the things I teach is that there are some legitimate differences in Islam. Every difference is not legitimate, but there are some legitimate differences. Most people teach in such a way, whichever way they follow, they teach as though that's correct and everything else is wrong. I do not teach that way. Because in Islam, there are some legitimate differences. You eventually learn how to distinguish and what's the criteria for distinguishing what is a legitimate difference or not. Sometimes people claim something is a legitimate difference just because that's what they learned and that's what they do. Does not necessarily mean that's a fact. But there are legitimate differences. Just as I mentioned to you in terms of 7 positions for the movement. Standing, bowing, return to standing, prostration, sitting back, second prostration. Not everybody sits back on every raka'at. I teach that way, even if you will wind up learning slightly different later, it doesn't interfere with that in terms of some people who practice doing 6. And that's what you will see. After the second prostration, many will go and stand straight up. Okay? Only remaining sitting on the second time, and when there is some prayers that have more than 2, they will remain sitting on the 4th raka'at. Okay? But that gets a little bit confusing for many new Muslims in the beginning, which is one of the reasons why I teach them, 7 movements to sit back. In the beginning, it's just for a brief moment to sit back and then stand up. This is to help them take the composure and know what they're getting ready to do. Because, again, I'm teaching the short, easy, the temporary way of praying until you learn all that needs to be said in each position. Until you can do that correctly, this is the way recommended by the Prophet ﷺ in the authentic hadith on how to pray. Okay? Just all these different details wasn't given like that. Just mentioning a teaching with the tasbih, with the glorification of Allah. Okay? The other is what I do to help make it easy for the new Muslim in a way that can be acceptable, inshallah, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So let's review. 7 positions of prayer. Standing, bowing, say it with me. Standing, bowing, return to standing. Prostration, sitting back, second prostration, sitting back. Each prayer, how many? That equals 7 movements make 1 raka'at. How many raka'ats in each prayer? 5 prayers in a day. First prayer in the morning, 2. Next prayer, 4. Next prayer, 4. Next prayer, 3. Next prayer, 4. The whole formula, 2, 4, 4, 3, 4. Inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.